Hey everybody! We can all use video games to help us better our lives. Why, the Castlevania series helped me kick a crippling heroin addiction that had wrecked me for years. I would shoot up right into the balls all the time. You know what? I even shot my kids up with smack so I could have someone to party with. My 7-year-old, he got it. My 10-year-old, let's just say he was a bit of a party pooper. My point being, video games can help in a lot of ways. And today, we're going to rank one of the all-time, maybe the all-time series in video games history. We're going to rank the top 5 Super Mario Bros. Video games. But we can't do it alone. Helping us out is stand-up comedian and very below-average gamer, Jerry Rocha. Hello. JR Deluxe. Do you mind if I call you that? I don't hate it, but I mean, I'd prefer not. You know what? Three times? 3 times. The Super Mario games. Wow. Sure takes a lot of balls to think you could rank 5 of them. I think most people would have their favorites. Yeah. What drew you into these games? Console gaming was looked at as like a flash in the pan that had died with the crash of the video game industry. Near the end, it was a lot more quantity over quality, and really you could look at the video game industry crash as like the day the music died for video games, and Super Mario Brothers and the Nintendo Entertainment System were kind of like the Beatles. Great point. Oh, yeah, thank you. Great fucking point. Cool, man. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, me walking past my neighbor's apartment on the way home from school and seeing him playing Super Mario Brothers on his Nintendo Entertainment System in his own home. I'm sure several people of my generation have a similar story to that. Seeing something like that was like the Beatles on Ed Sullivan for my generation. It just resonated, and it easily rekindled this love we had for video games. Yeah. You know, I shot heroin into my kids' friends too at a time. Still not my rock bottom. So I guess I can start ranking my top 5 Super Mario Brothers games? Yes. What is this? What am I looking at? Oh, just the hottest girl in my high school. Think I could have fucked her? I don't know her, or nor you really for that matter, but I mean, since you didn't, I'm gonna think probably not. I think I could have. Top 5 Super Mario Brothers games. It was so difficult. I think I'm going to have to add an honorable mention. Nah, I find that so charming and delightful. So for my honorable mention, I'm going with Super Mario 3D World. Keep going. Don't mind me. It's just something I do. I picked this one because I think it's criminally underrated among all the Super Mario Brothers games. I love how it throws a little wink to Super Mario Brothers 2 by letting you pick that same cast of characters for this one. That's Sub-Zero, Queef, Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad. Princess Peach and Toad, right. 2 steps ahead of you, pal. I think it also took a bit of a page from the excellent Super Mario Galaxy games, and I also like how it kind of mixed what it took from that with the traditional elements of Super Mario Brothers games, and even adding new things. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and maybe the reason that kept the Wii U completely out of the scrap heap, too. You know, after the funerals, and after my wife left me, I pawned a lot of my things and moved into a small little hotel in downtown, but the one thing I kept was my Wii U. Well, you know, I hope you had Super Mario 3D World with you. No, just the little screen controller. Just a screen. Okay, well, let's get into this. The reason we're here, the countdown. Number 5. Well, this is where it gets really tough, and honestly, any of these could have been my number 1. So you're a coward. What? Well, what you're saying is you're a chicken shit who can't commit to just 5 games. You do this cowardly, well, they could all be number 1 when all we want is honesty. For number 5, I went with Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh, just a wonderful choice. It might be the most recognizable game for gamers of really any generation. To keep the Beatles comparison going, it's like the yellow submarine of video games. Damn near every kid knows it and loves it, and it opens the door for them to experience more gaming. It's still one of the best platformers I've ever played. It's still just as fun to play now as it was when it first came out. It's the weed before the heroin of video gaming, if you get my... Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, shit. Let's go to number 6. It's 4? The fuck you mean 4? We're counting down? Super Mario 64 for the Neo Geo. The Nintendo 64. It was a full-on 3D masterpiece for the Neo Geo. I still remember when I got this game. I had all my friends over, and it was literally a party just to play this game for the first time. I loved the racing mini games. I loved jumping into the paintings, especially the haunted one. I loved all the secrets in the game, and unlike most Nintendo 64 games, the graphics still kind of hold up a little bit. They don't look horrific. It's an essential game, and if you've never played it, I highly recommend you giving it a chance. Oh, the Mama Penguin in the Snow World. You know, I used to have women of the night dressed like her, and then I would do, things to them while they were still dressed as the Mama Penguin. For number 3, I'm going to go with Super Mario Odyssey. It's the most recent of the core titles, and as you can tell by my rankings, I find it to be one of the absolute best. Nintendo wrote a love letter to all the fans of the Mario franchise, and it's beautiful. It took everything great out of the previous games, and there's a lot of great to take from, and it mixed it all together while adding in some new ideas. It's just so much fun. It's so well put together. It's an absolute masterpiece. One of my greatest moments in gaming was when I collected all the moons that were to collect in this game. That was it. Well, shit, let me tell you my greatest high. So for number 2, I went with Super Mario Bros. Part 3. That's the one where Luke and Leia's mother dies because she was sad she got dumped. Close. It was the final Super Mario Bros. Of the Nintendo Entertainment System. And wow, did it go out with a bang. At the time, it almost felt as if it was a next-gen game being played on a current-gen system. Everything about this game was jaw-dropping, from the amazing graphics to the awesome music, to the cool little weird touches, how in certain stages, Mario could just duck behind the backdrop and run behind the level. How the whole thing felt like a weird stage show. I'll never forget how amazing the flying battleships were, going up against all the Koopalings. This game could have been the final statement of the Super Mario Bros. Franchise, and I still think, even with that, they would be close to the pedestal that they're on right now. Thankfully, that wasn't the last statement for the Super Mario games. Look, I really hope all of you enjoyed this. I hope you had a wonderful time. I still have my number 1 pick. Your what? The countdown. You asked me for top 5, and right now we're just at number 2, so I still need to do the first one, my number 1. Oh, how charming and delightful. I'm not sure it matters, but go right ahead. For my number 1 all-time Super Mario Bros. Game, I have to go Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. What else could it be? While Super Mario Bros. 3 felt like next gen, Super Mario World was truly next gen. I know it was probably just because of my age at the time, but no console leap has felt as extraordinary as the one from Super Mario Bros. 3 to Super Mario World. I mean, this game has damn near another entire game's worth of secrets in it. The introduction of Yoshi alone puts it on top. I'll never forget when I first got this game, my buddy Daniel came over and we swore an oath that we were going to pull an all-nighter until we beat it. We were going to drink nothing but sodas. That was our plan. It was going to keep us awake, and we were going to beat this fucking game no matter what. We beat the game at like 11:30, and we were out cold by like 11:45. We didn't even come within a fraction of pulling the all-nighter that we said we were going to do. And we woke up to a complicated game that still had a ton of secrets left for us to explore. And we did. I don't think any game has got me that excited before or since. So that's why I have to put it at my number 1. Oh man, I wish your parents would have hit me up. I could have given them some shit that would have kept you two up all night long, not passing out like a bunch of fucking losers. We were 13. You want to know the shit I was on when I was 13? You want to fucking go there? I don't. No. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit that little bell so you're notified every time a video comes out. Spread the word, all those charming and delightful things that help us. And speaking of charming and delightful and women of the night and Yoshi, I hope you have a great one, and we'll see you next time.